Bonjour. Je suis emmêlée dans mes fils naturellement. Voilà. Et encore là. Voilà. Bon, on repart sur là où on s'était arrêté.
Now wait, I'll find a way to lift the plate up. I think.
Hey, little man. Want me to get that friend of yours up here? I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it.
He's not my friend, but I need him here. So, sure, yes. But how would you do it?
They don't know about my little secret. I'm Marco. Wait here.
How did you do it?
I did it! I did it! New inmates, the two of you?
I hope not. How did you pull the chain up?
My little secret. Don't tell anyone. Promise.
We promise.
I made a hole in the wall. I dug and I dug until breaking through to the warden's room, inside his cabinet. Now I can do everything. Open doors, close doors, pull chain, go out, go back.
So why don't you escape then?
No, I gotta make a new hole in the floor and only then escape. God rewards only persistence and hard work. I hate people who don't work. I hate them.
Can you open the warden's room from there? I want to take a look.
No key, not possible. You need the key to open the door. I can't do it.
Can we go through the hole in your cell? Can you let us in?
Little man, my cell is my cell.
You ever talk to the gravekeeper?
Never even saw him. He's always down in the hole. My people say he was killed, but I don't know. I don't know.
Your people?
Cellmates. Only two come to visit us. The Caped Man and the Food Man.
The Caped Man?
He inflicts the pain. Cruel, evil, strong. I hate him. When the time comes, he is the last one you'll see in life. Not me. I will get out of here. Go see my Boyana, and then I can die. She will be the last one I see.
Food man brings you food, I guess.
Yummy! Delicious food from the hole.
This is insane.
You eat or die. You can't choose. Time passes, and you get used to it.
Do you know who Yakov Prengar is?
How could I not? Former priest, yes.
Have you ever seen him in the asylum?
Only Caped Man and Food Man. No one else. Not even my cellmates.
In what part of the asylum are we now?
Secret section. Only very special inmates are held here. I'm very special, I think.
So
The one next to me is empty, I believe. Caped Man never goes in since the last inmate was thrown into the hole. There is a man behind the last door, but I don't know. He may be dead. Caped Man didn't go in there today.
You said you can open doors. Could you open the door of the cell the Caped Man visited last?
Wait here. The watchman took your stuff from you, didn't he?
He did?
Good, good. Wait. Take your stuff back, little men.
We really appreciate this.
You gave me my Bible back. God bless you.
I'm not sure it's everything, but it's something. Just go now.
Hello, how are you? I didn't play since a while.
I should contemplate more about this decision. I should contemplate more about this decision. The warden's room. The warden...
I wouldn't touch that door.
Why?
It's the gate the caped man takes to get here. You want pain? Go ahead.
On va sauvegarder au cas où.
This feels wrong. No. It's our only way out of here. Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I should contemplate more about this decision. The letter Father sent me. Son, just for a moment, read the letter I have. Without hesitation, pack only the essentials and travel to Sveti Kotar in Croatia. You'll like it. It's similar to Gjord. Now, what follows might seem strange, to say the least. But don't worry. Just do as I say, and I'll explain everything in person. Find a way to get into the Merzel's house on Gagulta Hill. Descend into the catacomb and take the book you find there. I warn you, this might sound strange and insane, but it is of vital importance that you do it, and do it right away. After getting the book, do not carry it around. Hide it somewhere in town or its surroundings. I repeat, do not take it, or else you risk being exposed to its malevolent sway. Leave town and return on Ivan Kotar's Day, October 28th. Meet me at the Grimalda Castle during the exhibition on that same day. Do not forget to take the book. Everyone will be wearing masks, but I'm sure I'll be the only one wearing a yellow one. The letter Father sent. It is of the utmost importance to go right away and to travel. If you still doubt this is your father writing, then this feels wrong. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I struggle to find a reason to do that. I struggle to find a reason. I dare not to try this.
My door remains closed. Closed. Yes.
It's locked. Nothing can be seen inside. It's too dark.
Always locked. Always.
There's a man on the floor.
Get inside.
Ah, c'était tout simple en fait.
It's a bottomless pit used to discard feces, or what remains of the inmates once their souls leave this cruel world. A simple bucket for a gruesome purpose. We are too late. This man is dead.
He has no intestines.
Because of the rats who ate them while being trapped under that bucket. Let's leave him...
How did you get out of the basement?
What?
You finally found a way out.
I think I recognize you. Is that really? Oh my God, it is you. I've hoped so much to find you here with all my heart, but wouldn't dare believe.
This is your father? Your real father, Yosef?
You left your sister alone down there. That which could find her.
What? Where? Where is Victoria?
Easy, Father. Calm down now.
Your mother. The Bible. What I did. It's all my fault. I kept you locked in that basement for too long. I'm so sorry, son.
Don't think about anything. Try to calm down now.
He's losing it.
I kept you. Please. Water. Water.
Quickly, try to find some water. I'll stay here with him.
I'll try. You do your best to make him talk before it's too late. You hear me? Victoria's father. Seeing him like this makes me think. If it wasn't for him and that letter he sent, we wouldn't be in this nightmare. This is his punishment. He got what he deserved. I won't disturb him. The masked Nairman wanted to... Seems highly... That's not a good...
Little man's friend. What can I do for you?
Do you have some water in the cell?
I drank all I had. Why?
Death wish from your cellmate.
So, he's still alive. Unexpected. Remarkable. Water is given only once a week. It's hard to stay alive without it. It's hard. I had to create an automated circle of renewal. That is, whenever I take a leak, I do not use the hole for feces, no. I do it in a small bowl that I hide inside the hole. They must not find it, or else I'm dead. I want to help the poor man with his death wish. Take my urine.
Can I borrow your bowl?
No, my bowl is my bowl. You have to get one for yourself.
I need to get that buck. Keep thinking, Nikolai. Keep thinking. from above. It's the bucket that hygiene is not a priority at the moment. Why? It's empty. That is not a... I think I'd rather go down into the graveyard and take the water from the lake.
As you wish. I just wanted to offer a faster, safer alternative.
Take me down with the plate.
Step on it then. Just yell when you want to come back. But beware of the watch.
Yatka. Crows. I have more than enough water for the old man's diet. Marco! Marco, I'm ready. Pull me up. Get me up, now!
When I put someone on the cross, he's to stay there until God says otherwise.
God talked to me and said otherwise.
Where's your brother? Up in the purgatory, isn't he? I'll find him.
I'm not chained anymore. You don't scare me.
Why do you think they keep me here in the dark?
Marco!
I've never seen God. I only hear his voice through the hole. You have to look at this experience as an opportunity to repent, to start walking in the light of God. You are blessed to be here.
Ok. On va éviter d'aller. Tant pis, il n'aura pas de l'eau fraîche.
It's empty. The mask now. That is not a viable. The cross to which I was tied. Yatka. have more than enough water. Marco! Marco, get me up!
When I put someone on the cross, he's to stay there.
I'm not changing.
Why do you think they...
Marco!
I've never...
God talk.
Where's up? You up.
Bon, je suppose qu'il n'y a pas possibilité de...
I have a bad feeling about this. Marco!
Est-ce que je peux parler à Dieu dans le trou?
From above, for the... I think I'll take your urine after all.
Excellent choice. Prepare the bucket for the transfer. I'll get the bowl. God bless that man for a peaceful rest.
Thank you for doing this. I've managed to get him something to drink.
No. Father doesn't need it anymore.
I'm sorry. Have you asked him?
True faith is having faith in others, Benedict. All I ever did, I did for the family, Benedict.
Listen to me. Did he tell you anything about Victoria?
Look closely enough and you will find God in people, Benedict.
How did he end up in the asylum?
Have faith in people and you will find God, Benedict.
Have you asked him about that priest, Yakov?
No,
He could be in some other cell, still alive.
he's not.
For God's sake, would you snap out of this self-pitying state and start answering my questions? You'll have us both killed. Listen to me.
Seeing God in people. What did he mean by that?
Did he tell you anything meaningful? Anything at all?
Father said a lot of things, but they all sound like nonsense. Mumblings of a dying man in agony.
Anything about Victoria? About Yakov? We must find that man.
Yakov lies dead in front of us, Nikolai. Yakov was my father. He changed his name after arriving in this town.
Your father was Yakov Prenger?
He lied about having been sent by the Vatican. I need time to absorb and process all the things he said. Help me with his body. I can't leave it here. He will be eaten by rats or tossed in the piles below. I can't leave him.
It's impossible. You know that.
But
You must leave him here, Benedict.
I finally found him only to lose him again. This time forever.
Say a prayer, and then Let's get out of here as quickly as possible before someone arrives. I'll follow you.
Rest in peace, Father.
Ready to go?
I am. Can you move us down now?
God bless that man for a peaceful rest. He has suffered for far too long. Far too long.
He surely did. Maybe I should take his body after all. I can't leave it here.
You can't. You can't do that, little man. You would get caught, and then you would share his same fate. You must leave. Once you hear the chain, jump onto the plate. I'll open the cage of the lake too. Just beware of the watchman. He's always lurking.
What about you? Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
I want to use my own hole, not the one everyone else uses. My hole is my hole.
Good luck, Marco.
God bless you. And I've almost forgot. The bucket with your drink. I'm leaving it here on the wall.
Thank you!
I don't think I can.
No, brother. Joseph died years ago. This person is not your father.
I wouldn't be standing here if that was the truth, but now I understand why he chose this town. Why he chose to leave his family. You're right. It's my time to leave him. Come. I know where we must go.
Tell me what happened in that cell. Did he say anything that made sense?
I don't know. He was losing himself. Blamed me for...
Benedict, we left the island and I kept quiet. It's not much, but I gave you the time to grieve and think. Your father is dead. Gone. Thinking about him and pitying yourself now will only send your sister his way. We have to act. What did he say to you?
I was trying to say... He was blabbering, but some things made sense to me. In a strange kind of way.
What do you mean?
Father insisted that he must do the things he already did.
More specifically?
Pass the family's Bible to his next of kin. The last male child of the Dochnani family. Me. Then he said he needs to go to Sveti Kotar to save his bloodline from the curse of Jadwiga Mazrak.
Nonsense. Did he say anything about Victoria?
It's all so strange and frightening. I dreamed... Jadwiga was in my dream, and I was Ulrich de Inani.
Who's Ulrich?
Our ancestor.
Right? You should let him stay dead and focus on the present and Victoria.
Joseph kept mentioning the basement, about how did I manage to get out, and why did I leave Victoria there. He blamed me for leaving her alone.
What basement?
We spent all of our youth in the cold part of our house. In those dark times, we laughed together. We cried together. And we got beaten together. It's how we found God.
Would you leave the past behind already? And forget about God for a moment. Wake up! We need to find her.
The past could be the key to find Victoria.
How?
I'm not sure yet.
Before leaving the island, you said you knew where to go. Nothing you say now has meaning. We hit a dead end. We went onto that island, and I was whipped, tortured, and had to confess. For what?
That is not the truth. Listen. We have to find that basement he kept mentioning.
You mean go back to your childhood home in Gior?
Not exactly. If we find that basement, we might be able to save Victoria and put an end to my bloodline's curse.
So, you swallowed everything that came out of your father's mouth.
There were times I've asked myself if the curse was just a sham to keep us obedient, but the curse exists. I'm now more certain than ever before.
Are you sure because of the dream you had, or because your father told you so? Both are absurd notions.
Because of everything we've been through since arriving in Sveti Kotar. It all makes sense now.
How, exactly? Explain it to me. Push away this cloud of mist around my thoughts.
I need help to do that. We have to go back to where it all started yesterday.
Back to that damned house. Why would you want to do that?
Not the house. We have to visit the neighbor, the old woman, Vera Karzam.
Why?
Father kept repeating that she's my mother. He left his family, but he didn't forget my mother's name. I quote, "Your mother Vera, she's an angel. Only she can save your sister from the basement. Mother can help you save her and put an end to our bloodline's curse. Kill the witch, destroy Sekvra."
So this was your plan.
Do you have any better leads? Ideas? Anything?
If that is the truth, and that elderly woman... Wait, you think she's keeping Victoria in her basement? You think she's the witch?
I doubt it. I didn't sense anything evil in that woman. But the way my father...
It actually makes sense. She might be the source of evil, not Nadman. Right under our noses the whole time. We searched for Victoria all over this accursed valley, only to find her where it all started.
I don't think we'll find her. I think my father gave us something, but don't expect a miracle. Victoria is no longer. I have to do some things before we talk to the old woman.
Whatever it is, make it quick. Every second is vital.
There is no point going to the lodge now. It's man-made, in the form of a sacred I have no faith in... If I didn't come here, thoughts like this... That path seemed... It's a reminder. After what happened, it's a cursed place that God... I struggle to find a reason to... It's a very tall tree. And there seems to be something similar to a house in the treetop. It's inhabited by dozens, if not hundreds. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. It's closed.
We're closed!
Can we talk?
The king is here! Stay silent! Hide somewhere!
Where is he?
Go away, fool! You'll lure him here!
The Board of Hollow Hopes. Young Kadia, missing his loves. Young Kadia. Haven, last seen on... Anyone found my legs yet? Our beloved wife and mother, Melita Lavnyak, missing since October 1990. Now that the truth has been found. The Board of Hollow... No way I'm going to lift this up.
I'll do it.
It's full of human skulls. Dear God, these people torched their own to get through cold nights. The man left a note on his body. I got tired of fear, loneliness, and darkness. To anyone who knew me, be brave. Yours sincerely, Willem.
The easiest thing to do is just let it go. Old coward.
Was it shame or fear? Whatever the cause, they committed an unforgivable sin.
Là, ça m'a déclenché des succès. Je peux pas aller vers la lumière.
It's full of human skulls. The feet are... The tissue is falling apart, severely gangrenous. The man is either dead or soon to be. It's locked. They've moved Henry's body. He was right about the asylum, about the Saborans, about everything.
God rest his soul. I hope he found peace.
Ivan Kotar. It's locked.
Thank God.
Why would Evelina do this? She just left him here on the wet and cold floor.
We won't interfere. She hates us enough already.
Henry deserves better. This is disrespectful.
Benedict, that poor woman is in shock. I'm sure she'll take care of him eventually. Let's move now, please.
Henry must have forgotten to lock it. The crypt where they kept Ivan Kotar.
Crypt? This is a torture chamber.
This is not Jesus. The statue bears
Ah,
some of his
encore un
resemblance,
succès.
but the face is Ivan Kotar's. It was probably made by someone recently, and put in here by Henry.
I can feel the pain. It's like these letters are screaming to me.
These have been carved into the wall a long time ago. Written in Old Croatian, as it seems. I'll try to comprehend them. I was born in the year of our Lord, 1159. That I do know. Time is not my ally in this struggle. Having been kept in here for so long, I know not of times past outside this room. I am now a man changed, broken of soul. My mind is dark and stormy. I still hold God in my heart. No monster shall ever rid me of him. I accept my fate, the agony, the torture. Hear me, God. Save this town and its inhabitants. They are good people and always faithful. I am hearing voices, a consequence of my bleak thoughts. I know they are not with me. I know it is what the one inside of me wants me to hear. Kasag. Kasag is moon, god of all, god of Ahrizat. Rashahaz is trees. Ashrior is hunting. Beelzes is lost mind. Matanbal are horrors and rest. Yatka are the crows. The crows are everywhere. Nazash is blood, flesh and blood. Utaloks they call them, their gods. The town of Sabor, settled before Christ. Sabor, the name must be changed. Sabor glorifies the tribe from the mountain. Change it. For certain it was them who came here first. Change it. Exterminate the tribe in town. May God bless my disciples. I can still recall their faces. Never will I forget their courage. They did not die in vain. Aloysie, Timothée, Jeronim, Cyril, Romuald, Leonard, Liudevit. Their names must never be forgotten. May God bless my disciples. I can still recall their Aloysie, Timothée, Jeronim, Cyril, Romuald, Leonard, Liudevit. Their names must never be forgotten.
Alors là, je sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai comme envie de prendre des notes. Maintenant, j'ai perdu le stylo. Mais j'ai retrouvé le bouchon. Alléluia. Oh là là.
I was born in the year of that I do know. May God bless my disciples. I can still recall their faces. Never will I forget their courage. They did not die in vain. Aloysie, Timothée, Jeronim, Cyril, Romuald, Leonard, Liudevit. Their names must never be forgotten. I was that I am I accept. I was born that I am I I was born that I am I May God I can Aloysie, Timothée, Jeronim, Cyril, Romuald, Leonard, Liudevit. Their names must never. The Saborans are. I have visions of their past. I know them. They were a tribe of the Scythians. A cannibal tribe with occult practices. Scythians banished them, and so they moved from the Caucasus to here. Damned is the day when they decided to settle in this region, in this valley, inside the mountain. They worship Utaloks. Utaloks are their gods. Kasag is the one god who rules over all. Other gods are princes of the underworld. Ahrizat is their kingdom. Sekfra is their malevolent religion. Their only love, death. When a Saboran dies, his body must remain intact. If so, his evil spirit, in the form of a demon, stays in this life, this world. If his body remains, his spirit moves on to human hosts, haunting for all eternity unless his corpse be destroyed, reduced to ashes. The Kasag prophecy foretells. It predicted our arrival and the extermination of the tribe in the mountain. It was just the end of an age for the Saborans. But beware, the prophecy says a new age will come with the king of Saborans on earth. That king will be crowned by Kasag himself, and he will reunite all the demons and all the tribe's descendants under his sole rule. If the prophecy is fulfilled, darkness will fall upon humanity, not only over this poor valley of ours. In 1213, we entered the mountain, into the womb of Udav. What they built there is astonishing. How can such a mindless tribe build such spectacles for the eye? We killed them all. They killed us. It was only by the grace of God I got out alive. God wanted it to be this way. I wanted it to be this way. This town deserves peace. A lake lays hidden. It lies beneath the womb in the depths of Udav, a lake of sulfur in frozen dark. Deep in this lake be souls in human form, blackened, floating about in conflagration, without weight or equilibrium, shrieking groans of pain, despair, horrifying beyond imagination. The gods of Ahrizat. Remember their names, but try not to think or talk about them. It is dangerous. It attracts the demons. Kasag, Matambal, Nazash, Yatka, Ashreor, Beelzes, Rashahaz. I've read everything that's comprehensible here. A shocking read. This town and Kotar have a long, dark history together.
Let's get out of here, please.
Ah, encore un succès. Culture et histoire de fou.
Some people can only find God after cruel and unusual torture. Punishment for the life they have lived. This cannot amount to true love or pureness of faith. Leonard. Cyril. Yeronim. Liudavid. Romuald. Aloysie. Leonard. Timotei. Aloysie. Timotei. Cyril. Aloysie. Timotei. Yeronim. Cyril. Liudavid. Romuald. Aloysie. Timotei. Yeronim. Cyril. Aloysie. Timotei. Yeronim. Cyril. Romuald. Leonard. Liudavid.
Ça change rien.
It's locked. It was recently dug. The earth is Tomas Slunya and Rezika Slunya. That's a strange notion. Gregor, are you? If he is, he's pretending. I'm not sure if that's a woman or a man, or if...
Nikolai.
I gave you so much, and in return, got nothing but death in that mine.
Remember, the truth is always painful. Sometimes even horrible.
Looking at you, I couldn't agree more. Worm.
I have the head you were looking for.
Oh, you are full of surprises, my little priest. Give it to me. That's him. That's our beloved friend. What a beauty. You did the right thing. I helped you. You helped me, and now you won't have me as an enemy.
Your help almost cost me my life.
It's the impending doom. The only way to be safe in this valley is to become my child. If you decide so, my ears will always be open to you.
Don't listen to this crawling liar.
Prophet? Prophet?
Encore un succès déverrouillé. Ce petit détour valait le coup.
Mostov! He doesn't seem to be home.
Là, c'est d'où on vient.
Dark, lifeless, and I feel...
Enfin, quoique non, c'est pas de là d'où on vient. Si. Si, c'est l'asile, ouais.
It's locked. This feels wrong.
Bon, allez.
Who could have done this?
I don't know. We should stay away.
On va faire une petite sauvegarde.
Madam Vera, it's me, Benedict.
We just want to talk!
Nothing. Madam, I have information about the priest. Your lover.
She's here. I can feel it. Open up, or I'll do it!
Would you calm down?
Victoria is in the basement, and we're here standing on the porch knocking like two beggars.
We don't know that. It could all be a big misunderstanding, or the hallucinations of a dying man.
I've had enough. I'm going in.
Wait!
See if she's still breathing. I'll check the basement and the rest of the house.
Thank God, Vera is still with us. Madam, wake up. Are you all right? What happened? You want the chalkboard? Right. Just a moment. Can you hold it? Here. Was outside to feel the tree. Fainted after. Why you here? That's Nikolai in the basement. My sister's husband. Nikolai has been led to believe my sister is in your basement. I know, calm down. I disagree with him. Why he thinks she here? We found your lover. In the asylum. He died soon after we arrived. I knew. I felt the tree. The tree told me. I could not accept truth, but I knew. I deserved sadness for his death, but he did not deserve to die. Did he suffer? Yakov was tortured and was in great pain. It's hard to say anything that makes sense now. What do you know about Yakov's life before he came here? He served God as a priest. Nothing else? Church sent him to succeed Pavle Moravica. Pavle, our former priest. Why, you ask? Yakov was definitely a man of few words. Not to me, we were soulmates. He always told me everything. Before his eyes closed, I had a chance to talk to him. He said some things I want to ask you about. Call Nikolai upstairs. Have you convinced yourself that she's not here?
Not yet. The basement is huge, and it has a few locked doors.
You are good soul, but I don't know what he is. He is strange. He won't find anything, but you need ask me, so ask quick while he not here. The name Jadwiga Mazrak, does it mean anything to you? Horror, pain. That evil spirit was in my family. Your family? Mother gave birth to sister in Merzel's house. Sister was possessed at birth by evil spirit of Jadwiga. So the spirit of the witch dwells inside that house. It was there, maybe not anymore. It lived in my sister's body for many years until she died. My sister did not made me blind, voiceless, cursed for solitude. It was Jadwiga. God wanted her to do it. I deserved punishment, and I did not offer resistance. Why would you deserve such a cruel fate? I explore that house, and my mother come look for me. She start give birth to sister there, and father decide we stay until end. She gave birth in that house because of me. Then she and father died because of evil spirit in my sister. I am guilty. I deserve punishment. Yakov said that only you can save my sister from the basement. That is why Nikolai is so obsessed in finding her downstairs. Many basements, catacombs in this valley. How can I know where she is? Yakov said nonsense. I'm not quite sure yet. I think she's lying to me. Do you remember saying that I'm cursed? I know you are. How could you know that? Your voice and soul talk to me. Yakov claimed you can put an end to that, to my bloodline's curse, and that you can help me save Victoria. But I don't know how and where. I know nothing. You are not telling me everything. He said I need to kill the witch and destroy the Sekvra book. You are not telling me everything, Benedict. Why Yakov tell you this? What are you to him? Stall, do not make him come upstairs. Not yet, I'm trying. Have you checked the two? What are you to Yakov? Yakov was my father. His real name was... I don't want to know. I felt it that you are his son. He lied to me and God. He had a family. He came to Sveti Kotar to save us, but failed. My mother died, and probably my sister too. All because of the curse. All because of Jadwiga. Help me to end the suffering. Do you know what he meant by Victoria being in the basement? I think you do. Where can I find this basement? Not a basement, it is underground place. Where do we find it? You must find it, not him. Victoria is in Mountain's womb. Alive is, not dead. Nermin is keeping her. Udav Mountain? How do you know she's still alive? My visions. I saw her chained, terrified by demon screams. Nothing else. She is alive where Saborans lived before Kotar and his expedition murdered the tribe. How do you know all these things? Kasag's prophecy foresees the king of Saborans is coming. That is reason. It is happening right now. If Nermin want to become king, he need pray for ritual. He has your sister in only place where ritual must be. Yakov wanted to know things, but he was my love. I could not risk to lose him, so I lied not to know more. It is time now. It is mystery why Nermin chose your sister, but you must save her. You must end curse. You must save people from King Nermin. Nikolai already visited the mountain, but found nothing but a mine there. No one found Saboran settlement after Kotar. Many tried, but no one found. Many died. Centuries-old mystery. Even when I had eyes I never saw, never was there. But I know place where you must look. I know because Jadwiga told me. So where is it? I don't know how you enter, don't know what is entrance. But where is that location? You must tell me, now, the location. Find old Inquisition painting of mountain that Ulrich made. Ulrich de Inani drew a painting? People say it was him. He was obsessed to find Jadwiga and Sekvra in this valley. He believed, but failed to find. He wanted to find Saboran settlement, but failed to find, just like Yakov. Lost mind at end because failures, and set himself on fire. Poor man. Painting will help to explain where you must go. You must get it. Where do I find the painting? In the Grimalda castle? I've been there already. No, castle is dangerous. Antique store owner has replica in store. Ask Elisabetta and say I sent you. She will help. I helped her. Say so. How will the painting help me to find that place? Come back here and I help. I need painting to show. Remember, after you get in Udav, you must find Jadwiga body and torch it. You must not forget. Find it and destroy. It is there, Jadwiga told me. Only way to destroy Jadwiga evil spirit is to incinerate body. And destroy Sekvra. Sekvra can be destroyed only if falls into dark hole of Ahrizat. The kingdom of Ahrizat? Temple of Truth has endless hole. Hole is passage to Ahrizat. Eternal darkness and torment. You will not save sister, not anyone. If you do not do that, evil will survive if you fail. Do not forget.
Victoria's not here. Did Vera reveal anything?
God, you scared me. How did you get here?
There's a passage that leads outside the basement. It surfaces in the woods. You withered old hag! You saw us on the porch and moved Victoria out! Where is she?
She did not. Calm down. I know where Victoria is.
Where?
I'll tell you everything on our way back to town. Let's leave Vera in peace now. She has to rest. Do you need help before we leave, Madame Vera? Are you sure you're all right? All right. See you soon.
So, after following advice from a shell of a man,
Don't talk about him that way.
you are doing your best to find your sister dead. We just shifted from your father's nonsense to his lover's.
Why have you followed me then? I told you what Vera...
Have you seen her? She's a blind, withered old woman knocking on death's door. But I'm going to listen to her only because it proves, finally, that I've been right from the beginning. Victoria is in that mountain. I was right. I'm following you. But I won't get rid of the Sekfra before we find my wife.
By keeping that book, you are putting me in great danger as well, and...
You know the reason. Sekfra may be our leverage to get her to safety. I'm not getting rid of it. End of discussion.
There's something strange about him in this book. It's not only about saving my sister. Thought so. Now what?
We use the power of the voice. Hello? We need something! It's urgent!
Who is it?
Can you open up, please? Vera said to come to you about an important matter.
One can never find peace in this town. Come in. Well, don't just stand there. You disrupted my peace. Speak up now.
We wanted to ask you about a painting you might have.
You said Vera sent you. Is this about Ulrich's painting?
Do you have it?
Yes.
May we see it?
Maybe. You may even take away that damn painting, but you need to give me something in return.
What do you want in return for the painting?
Look around you. I want a rare, special object that no one... I don't know what I want. I'll know when I see it.
What's wrong with the painting?
It shows what should remain hidden. You already know what it is. It's just that you don't know how to find it.
Excuse me. I should contemplate more about this decision. It's not going to work. I have no faith in the up. It's a weapon.
And it's not that special or rare in this valley. But I've never had a chance to hold one in my own hands. Give it to me. Yes, it's mine now. It's my turn to inflict pain on God's behalf. Anything else?
The crucifix should be enough.
To take a look at the painting, sure, it is. But if you want to take it with you, you'll have to do better than that.
Just show it for now.
Wait here. Take a look.
The moon is so domineering.
The Saborans believe the moon is under Kazak's control. He influences humans and oversees life. But if you ask me, he is a false god, as much as the moon is a false light. Whenever I glance at it from my window, I see the helm, or even better, the crown of evil. The point where Henna River surfaces and flows into the darkness of Carcassa. Now that you had a good look at the painting, what do you want to do with it?
I'm not sure yet.
Great. This seems like another complete waste of...
It's the accursed symbol. How is this possible?
Why? We couldn't see this the other way around.
You're asking me too much. I know nothing of drawing techniques, or whatever the case is here.
This is a Saborin symbol. We've seen it many times in this valley.
Their most important symbol.
The 3 triangles are the 3 peaks of the mountain.
The dot in between the 2 peaks is the moon. Kasag.
And the line falling from the moon is the light that falls onto the lower peak, which casts a shadow on the location at the foot of the mountain.
What is that location?
A place of beauty and terror. Pepel.
Mostov mentioned the place. It's where the Inquisition carried out the executions.
If you are guilty or not, a Saboran or wrongfully denounced, destiny awaits you in this place. The executioner would bind your hands and feet and tie a weight around your neck. Then he would cast you into the Hennes Spring. If the person was accused of something else other than witchcraft, he would have been torched at the stake immediately.
The detective said Saborans were executed at the castle in the past.
Not just the Saborans. The Inquisition built a road that descended from the castle directly to Pepel, called by the locals Putlesheva, which stands for the Road of Cadavers.
How can we find that road?
You can't. The forest devoured it centuries ago.
What would happen to the person cast into the spring?
If the accused sank, they were considered a Saboran, whereas if they floated, indicated witchcraft. In both cases, they were torched alive after the ordeal, like the rest of the accused and their ashes thrown into the river.
History books say differently. Those who sank were considered innocent.
Not in this valley. If they sank, it meant they embraced Henna, the water that bleeds out from the very uterus of the accursed mountain. When here, forget about the rest of the world and their ways of performing anything, including the water ordeal.
Who else asked you about the painting?
Yakov Brenger.
You helped the priest?
My body and soul paid the price for refusing to help him.
What happened?
I was taken into the asylum back when he was still the warden there. Well, not only the warden, but the executioner as well. He tortured me for months, maybe years, I couldn't say.
I'm sorry for what he did to you.
It's your fault. Why didn't you help the man? He was powerful. You knew what would happen.
I couldn't betray my only true friend, Vera. She's an angel. Vera begged me not to help him because if I did, she knew she would lose him forever. And eventually she did. But her life is a spiral of continuous sadness and sorrow. I just couldn't accept giving her the last stab.
So why is this symbol pointing out to Pepel?
It's pointing to the location you seek to enter the mountain.
The entrance is there?
How did you know we're looking for it?
That's the whole point of this painting.
It's a map.
What map?
The symbol is a map. It shows where the entrance is.
Correct. The symbol is so simple and common, and yet no one has ever realized its true meaning. Ulrich found the entrance and then hid his findings into the drawing.
You mean he found the location of the entrance, but not the entrance itself?
He found the entrance, saw and felt the Saboran's underworld.
Didn't he set himself on fire?
He did.
Maddened by his failure to find what he was looking for.
He didn't lose his mind because he couldn't find it, but because he did. He went in, and when he came back, he was never the same again. Just like our patron saint.
Vera was wrong. Or she lied to us.
She didn't lie.
You can't be so sure about Ulrich. I mean, this happened centuries ago, and no one in town seems to know anything about it. So how do you know?
You take me as one of those fools out there.
No.
Don't question my words. I didn't have to help you at all.
What would be the best way to reach Pepel?
There's just one possible route. through the Carcassa forest.
No human entered that mountain for centuries, but now we get there and just walk right in?
I never said I knew the entrance. Once there, you have to figure it out on your own.
I believe I've already seen them.
In a strange, maybe even unnatural way, Bepel is shielded by a peculiar rock formation called Tulovegrede. Some people believe these rocks were once the hiding place of Jadwiga Mazrak, and the reason why Ulrich and the Inquisition were unable to find her. You are full of surprises, little priest. When there, find a way to climb over or circumvent them, and you'll see the splendor of the Henna spring pool. I believe I've said enough. It's time for you to leave now. You have anything else to give me for the painting?
Nikolai, do you? I have nothing else.
I might. I have to check. Nerman wants it, which means I need it. I need it to protect my... I'd rather die.
I'm already... You wouldn't.
He wouldn't dare indeed. Do you have anything to give her or not?
I've never understood the attractiveness of playing the role of a fake general. I need it to protect myself and save my wife. I'd rather die. Nerman wants it, which means I need it.
Step outside and stay there. I won't open that door again.
She's been following me since the island. I'm glad she did. I feel safer with her around. I would never read these. An unattainable suggestion.
Have something for me?
I changed my mind. I have nothing to give you.
Good luck. And don't come back.
We have no reason to go back to Vera now.
Are you sure?
She told you the same as Elisabetta. She doesn't know where the entrance is. Why waste precious time?
I don't know. Maybe she lied.
What does God tell you to do?
Let's visit Vera first. Oh my god! Vera!
I'm not shocked to see this. How could one live if their soulmate is dead?
How did she manage to hang herself?
God gave her a hand.
Vera left a veil. Yakov found where entrance in Udav is. You must draw Saboren symbol on top of painting, place triangles where peaks are. Line in middle at bottom end, it is where entrance is. I do not know what is location, I just write what Yakov said.
We already know that. She's describing Pepel. Does it mention Victoria?
You have to figure out where location is, but once there, to enter Udav, you must look for place where witches see world upside down. A place where witches see the world upside down?
I don't think I understand.
That is how body of sister, Jadwiga, always told me. Place where witchcraft beings see world upside down. A place where witches see the world upside down. Yes, of course! What else could it be then? The water ordeal.
Sorry?
The water or-
Sorry?
It must be what Elizabetta said about Peppo. The Inquisition performed the ordeal by water at Peppo. The accused ones were bound by hands and feet and cast into the river spring with a weight tied around their necks.
And?
Think. They sank with their heads first, which made them see the world upside down.
Right.
I did not tell you because of shame, guilt, but body of sister gave birth to Nermin. Jadwiga is mother of Nermin. I am guilty for that, like for my parents' death, for Yakov, for everything. I do not deserve God and his forgiveness. I was in love with man, with family. I will fall further down now, further below ground, into eternal guilt and torment. I brought only desolation to this reality. God have mercy on my soul, and may he help you to find the right path. That's all.
Good. Let's move now.
Ah, succès, voile de Vera.
I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. If I didn't come here... It looks very old, ancient, and so I wonder how could it resist the weather? Logs and grass rot very quickly. It's a very tall... It's inhabited by dozens, if not... They are placed in a way to form a strange triangle, like a sacred space for rituals. Each has 3 shallow holes on a flat top in a triangle formation. I should contemplate more about this decision. You have to figure out where location is, but once there, to enter Udav, you must look for place. That is how body of sister Yaakov found line. You have. That is how I did. I am. I do not. I will. I brought only God help. The Tulovek Rede.
Let's find a way to get past them. Are you ready? Getting over won't be an easy task. I won't be going back anymore. You shouldn't either.
Let's go to Pepel.
Pepel.
I won't go back on those rocks. It's too dangerous for the body and soul.
What a place of beauty and terror is Pepel.
What are you doing? Nikolai? Nikolai?
My, what a beautiful full moon night. In a place of great suffering.
What moon? There's no moon in the sky tonight.
The moon is always here. And tonight, it is perfect.
Nikolai.
My, what a beautiful...
What moon? There's no...
The moon...
The spring of the Henna River. Murky and completely lifeless. The ordeal by water was carried out here, where witches see the world upside down. Nikolai, do you see anything that could be an entrance?
No.
You're acting weird again. What's wrong? Nikolai? Ancient stakes made of stone, just like in the dream I had on the island. Via Cadavarum, the road of cadavers, or as they call it in this valley, Put Lesheva. It's completely overgrown, but on our way back we should try heading this way instead of the rocks. The old road of cadavers that leads to the Grimalda castle. First we find a way into the mountain, or fail to do so. Then we try using this overgrown road to get back to town. I dare not to try this. I should contemplate more about this decision. Nikolai.
My,
What moon?
the moon has... I think I found the entrance. Follow me. I'm going in.
God, where? Into the water?
Just do as I say. Trust me for once.
Nikolai! Are you insane? Come out of there! Nikolai! I can't see him and I hear nothing. What should I do now? Am I really going to follow him? God, help me. Are we dead, Nikolai?
The monster.
You heard the monsters in the spring, too? What were they? Thousands of tormented souls screaming. Screams so horrible they hurt. I've never felt so much pain. Deep, visceral agony. It seemed to go on forever.
Monster is behind that rock.
You're talking about Nermin?
The king of Saborans.
What rock?
Victoria is alive behind.
How do we get through that rock? Nikolai, where's the rock? Talk to me. He's losing his mind, or playing with mine. Either way, I'm on my own. You've opened the Sekfra book. Why would you do that?
Victoria is near. Alive. No! We must pass through!
What's going on with you?
Monster is here. I feel it.
How can you feel him?
He's close. I feel it.
How do we get out of here?
Sekvra is the key.
What do you mean, the key?
The solution.
To what?
Key to get to Victoria.
I'm not comfortable doing this, but I have no choice. Are these sigils?
Sigils of the 7 Utaloks of Ahrizat.
I read about them on a wall below the church.
Gods. Gods of Ahrizat. The kingdom of soul slaves.
What do these symbolize?
The gods of Ahrizat.
The moon must be Kasag. What about the rest?
The gods of Ahrizat. Irkur Ahrizat.
They call them the Utaloks.
Utaloks of Ahrizat.
I don't recognize this alphabet.
Saboran script.
Can you read it?
No.
These dastardly pages you drool over are getting us nowhere. Close the cursed book. Will you wake up?
Look around you.
There's nothing to see. We're trapped here.
Rocks. Look at the rocks. I believe rocks are the key. And you are right. Sekvra should rest now.
It's wet, has a peculiar yellow color, and sulfuric smell. Nothing to see here, just a dank rock. Interesting. These same sigils are on that page, right?
Yes.
They look ancient. Must have been carved eons ago.
Sigils of the 7 Utaloks of Ahrizat.
It's full of narrow, deep crevices. They look strange. Doubtfully a work of nature. I feel a gentle breeze against my face and throat. It must be the passage Nikolai speaks of. It's full of small crevices, top to bottom. God, the symbols. I see them. Crows, trees, the moon.
Irkur Ahrizat. Symbols of gods.
Ancient, just like the sigils on the other wall. I understand. The same sigils and symbols seen in the book are on these walls. What now?
We open the passage.
How do we get through?
We must work together.
But how?
Kivalöba Kasag.
What?
We must get to Victoria.
Open the book. Let me see those pages again.
No.
Why? I can't find a connection with the carvings.
Mother says Sekvra is mine.
What?
Sekvra must rest now. We'll need it later.
He must be seeing Jadwiga. I have to hurry up and find a way out of here.
Adziris Simartle.
Get yourself together, Nikolai. Wake up from this, from whatever is happening to you.
Two must hunt. Two must come back. Two must work together. to pass through.
What are you talking about?
Text said 2 Saborans go out to hunt. 2 must come back to pass through.
The text from the book? You said you can't read it.
Mother read it to me.
So how do we work together to pass through?
I stay here, by this rock. You go to the other one.
The other one? You mean the one with the symbols?
Yes. Irkur, Ahrizat, symbols of gods.
So how do we work together?
I stay here.
The other?
Yeah.
So how do we... The other?
Yes.
Then what? What about...
You push one at a time. Push a symbol. Then tell me which sigil I have to push. Good, Benedict. Good. Kasag is the god of moon and existence.
I remember. I get it now. Kotar wrote the solution on the wall of his crypt, the Utalox of Ahrizat. Belzis is the god of the lost mind, Rashahaz of the trees, and Ashreor... I'm not sure. I can't remember the rest.
Utuloks are rising. Matanbal, Ashreor, Nazash, Rashahaz, Belziz, Kasag, Yatkach.
What if I miss? What if I tell you the wrong name?
The king is coming.
Nikolai! His mind is fading into nothingness. It must be the malevolent sway of the book, heightened by this evil place. I'll try to get it right. Push Kasag!
King Kasag, god of moon and existence.
Push Nazash! Push Matanbal! Push Rashahaz!
Tiva.
Push Ashreor! Push Yatkach!
The god of crows, Yatka.
Push Belziz!
He takes your conscience, beliefs, and values. Leaves nothing but primal fears and instincts. Pure madness.
All symbols are pushed in.
Adzir.
Those horrible I will not go back. He did his part. All sigils are...
Death.
What now? All the symbols and sigils are in...
Kasag.
I think I see the rock moving. This could be it, Nikolai. Come, let's go!
Death is coming.
these symbolize?
The gods of Arizat.
The moon must be Kasag. What about the rest?
The gods of Arizat. Irkur Arizat.
They call them the Utaloks.
Utaloks of Arizat.
I don't recognize this alphabet.
Saborin script.
Can you read it?
No.
These dash. Will you wait?
Look up.
There's nothing to.
Rock and
And these saints.
yes.
They look ancient.
Sigils of
God, crows. Ancient. I understand.
we owe.
How do we get?
We must.
But how? What?
We must.
Open the book.
No.
Why?
Mother.
What?
Sacrifice.
He must be.
Adzir.
Get your.
Two.
What are you texts? The text.
Mother.
So how do we?
Ice.
The other one.
Yes.
So how do we work? The other.
Yes.
Then what?
You push us.
So if I.
Good.
I remember bills.
Utuloks are rising. Matanbal. Ashreor. Malkasag.
What if Nikolai? His mind is. I'll try to.
On va sauvegarder.
Push Kasak.
King Kasag. God of moon and existence.
fallen boulders blocking the stage. This must be the Temple of Truth, where the ritual...
No, please. No more.
Victoria!
Please.
God, is that... The endless hole Vera told me about. It allegedly serves as a passage to the kingdom of Ahrizat. A strange root plant grows out of darkness, engulfing the hole. It's yellow and smells of decay. The urn is full of strange-looking rocks that keep burning without being consumed. The color of the moon, the fake sun. I've seen this shade of yellow too many times since arriving in this valley. I can't see the point from which the drapery is hanging. I can only gaze in awe at how tall this temple is. Victoria?
Kill me, please.
Calm down. It's me, Benedek.
Brother?
She's a living corpse. She has no face, no ears. What's left of my sister? All I see is the shell of a human being.
Benedict?
Where's that monster? Where have you been? We must get...
No!
I had to find it.
You had to find what?
The body.
Jadwiga? You found her body. You had nothing in your hands, and nothing is standing next to you. What is wrong with you?
Only I can see my mother.
You always seem to disappear when it gets dangerous. There's nothing funny about it.
It's your ignorance that makes me laugh. You don't know what it's like to be in this agony.
Agony, you say? Look what that monster did to my sister, the wife you've been longing to find.
It's him.
Who?
Listen to me. My mother will get us out of here. Just calm down, and everything will be fine.
Your mother is long dead. It must be that you're seeing the spirit of Jadwiga.
No, 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 and no!
How many times have I told you to get rid of that book?
Sakvra stays with me. I need it.
Jadwiga is part of the book. She's eating your soul.
She's my mother. You can't see her because you're living a lie, separated from reality.
It's him. Nikolai is the monster.
The book has nothing to do with her. She came back into my life after I ended Nerman's. All thanks to my wife, who is both a blessing and a curse to me.
You killed Nermin? When?
This is all your sister's fault. And you did this to me. You made my life a nightmare.
What are you talking about?
I had to do it. I had to kill Nerman. He was about to kill Victoria in that house. She should have never brought us to Sveti Kotar. not followed her father's letter. If only she did not care about her fool of a brother. Things would have been different then. I would still have my family, my baby and my wife. And I wouldn't have this thing growing inside me. This monster mutates me into something inhuman.
You are the monster we've been looking for this whole time?
I am not the monster. The monster lives inside my body.
You need to calm down now. We can help you. God can help you get on the right path. We have an exorcist among our ranks in the monastery. You just have to resist until we get back home.
Ha! Only my mother can help me.
Look at your wife. If you had the courage to kill Nerman for her, then you must find the strength to subjugate his spirit and take control of him. You can do it. You must do it for Victoria.
From the day I was born, they said I was a sin. God's degenerate. No one stood up for me. No one. And no God listened to my prayers. No one, except for my mother. She protected me. She guided me. And she made sure to silence those vile voices at the orphanage. In this tragedy, she comes back to me. And now I should listen to you? A man who cares only of what God has to say to him? Why listen to a spawn of the murderous Dayanani bloodline?
Wait, this is not who you are, brother. Forces of evil are manipulating your thoughts.
I listen only to my mother. If I kill you and Victoria, I will be rid of the monster inside. I will be free. And I will have my family back. My mother and my baby, who will be raised from the dead.
You killed our baby! You dragged me here! You tore my face off! And you made me listen to the maddening voices from below! You did that, not the demon! It was you! Monster!
I am not guilty for what has happened! It's you! And you should blame your brother!
No, Nikolai, wait!
What did you think? That I was following your orders because you're smart, capable, and so thoughtful of others? Huh?
Nikolai, we are family.
Look at your sister. I said, look at her. This is on you. You did that to her, not me. Now look me in the eye and tell me you are guilty for everything.
Words cannot describe how devastated I am for Victoria and for the deaths of all these people. But God is witness to your evil deeds. You killed the mayor of Sveti Kotar.
My hands did, not my soul. It was Nerman who wanted him dead.
Lucia, that poor lady. You slaughtered her like an animal and made me believe it was Nerman who came to the house.
She had to go. She saw the crow from my nightmare in me. The spirit of Nerman.
You killed Henry, too.
He was about to die anyway, and he wanted to take Sakra from me.
And who killed the orphans?
I had enough of listening to them and seeing how mean they were toward that poor child. So I silenced them once and for all.
They had to die? They were the only children left in this town.
No one's left to miss them.
You committed the same sin of the witch nun from Minsk, your mother. Why did you lie about not knowing where Victoria was?
You mindless, godly man.
You could have killed us anywhere you wanted. In Budapest, or the moment we stepped inside that house.
Nerman knew how to get here, not me. That is why I needed you. To find the way so that we could be here together, as a family.
Why drag us to this temple?
I follow the words of my mother. It is where the ritual must take place.
I recall Vera telling me Nerman requires prey for the ritual. I was so blind, stupid. I want you to ask yourself, how are our deaths going to help you? Think about all the sins you've committed. Put that knife away and think about it. It's not too late. If you kill us now, you will become that same monster you are trying to destroy.
No! Tifoleba Kasag. Hadziris Simortle. Tivit Gadasasveli.
Nikolai, Jadwiga is using you to fulfill Kasag's prophecy. You need to stop this.
The demon.
Tvare Kortsi Achrisat Tvit. Tvare Kortsi Achrisat Tvit.
Nikolai, you are just being used for a vile cause. Listen to my voice.
Bow before me. I am to become the king of Saborens.
I'm afraid this man is beyond salvation. I should act. God forgive me. Nikolai, you are right.
Your fault?
I've brought only death upon us and this town.
Yes, you did. You are at the source of this tragedy.
You were infected by that evil spirit because of me.
I had to kill the evil man to protect your sister.
I've chosen to live a life in solitude with God.
You neglected your family.
It was a sin, and I want to change.
You still can.
It is not too late for both of us. Help me to change, and I'll help you back.
How would you help?
That monster inside of you can be defeated, and I know where your baby is.
My baby?
It's a girl.
Where is she?
Detective Mostov is taking care of her. She's well-fed and healthy.
Oh, my baby.
Come on, Nikolai. Let's take Victoria out of here and—
My baby girl! My baby is alive. I'm not a degenerate. You are trying to deceive me. Slaves of Kasag!
No! Benedict!
I believe in God.
I am the king of Saborens!
God is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For you are with me.
Tivaleba Kasag, Tvit Gadasosveli. Tivaleba Kasag, Tvare Kortsir Kortvit. Kasag Nazajiatka. Roshavas Matan Baldesis. Tolak
This must be the Temple of Truth, where the
No, please.
Victoria!
Please.
God. Victoria?
Kill me.
Calm down. What's left?
Benedict.
Where's that? Where?
No!
You had to. Yeah, you had.
Only.
You all. There's no.
It's
It's him.
Who?
listen to
Your.
No.
How much? Yad.
It's
The book.
You.
This.
What?
And
You. You need to. God, we haven't. Look at your. If you.
from the no. Why?
Wait, this is not.
I listen and
You killed her. You.
I am not.
No,
What did you think?
Nicola.
Look. This is. Now look.
Words. You.
My hand.
You killed.
My hand.
Lucia. You slaughtered her like a.
She had to go.
You killed him.
He was about.
And who?
I
They had.
no one.
You. Why did you? You could have.
Nerman.
Why?
I fall.
I recall. I want to think about. It's not. Nicola.
The D.
Nicola. I'm afraid.
Now! Push him into the hole! Now!
I will kill you with my bare hands!
Now! Push him!
It's over. It's over, my sister.
Kassak is with.
Dear God, he's holding.
Take the knife from the floor. Cut it!
God, no!
What? What are you waiting for?
I'm holding your body!
He has my Bible! He must.
Let me climb up! And I'll.
Benedict, cut the root! Do not listen to.
I'm sorry, my dear sister.
Cut it!
I'd rather die with God, sinless, than live in.
No!
Là, je meurs encore, mais j'ai décroché un
Give me my
succès.
knife back! I knew you would never abandon God. You're two slaves!
No!
I am
God, even though I.
Tivaleba Kasaga Tvitgada Sosveli. Tivaleba Kasag Tvare Kortsir Kortvit. Kasag Nazajiatka. Russia Smatal Balderis.
This must be the temple.
No,
Vic.
please.
God. Victoria, come.
Brother.
What's...
What?
Where's...
No!
I had
You had... Yet... You had...
only
You had...
them.
Yet... You had...
Only.
You... This...
It's
It's... Who?
Listen.
You're...
No.
How much... Yet...
It's...
The book.
You... What?
And.
You... You need to come... God, we have...
Ha.
You need to... God, we have...
Ha.
Look at... If you...
From no. What?
Oh, wait! This is...
I listen.
You killed... You did...
I am not.
No!
What did you?
Nikolai...
Look. This is all. Now look me in
Words cannot... You killed the...
my.
Look, you killed...
He was about.
Lucia, you
He
killed...
was a.
And
I
they...
know.
You... Why... You...
Nan.
Why... I want to think about... It's not...
I.
Nikolai...
The demon.
Nikolai... I'm afraid that...
Now! Push him into... Now!
It's up...
Kotar.
Dear God...
Take the knife.
God, no!
What? What are you...
I'm holding. Let me.
Benedict!
God will...
You won't dare! I will eat you
Un autre succès.
alive! No! Mother, save me!
Victoria! I feel so strong and...
I can find...
We'll find a...
You're...
It's nothing. Before we leave,
Yes?
I have to find...
How could I not? But this is not the right...
You know, the night we arrived here, I dreamed about that day our aunt died. Now I understand why. It was an ill omen. This temple doesn't remind you of the basement in our house, does it?
No, it...
The witch was hiding in the shadows of our house, as she's hiding now in this temple. You heard what Nikolai said.
Enough. We should leave.
I found him, Victoria. Father died in my arms.
Oh, Benedict. I'm so sorry.
He sacrificed himself by coming to Sveti Kotar. And now I understand why he did those things to us when we were young. He loved us.
You have to let him go now.
He was trying to protect us from the spirit of Jadwiga Mazrak and the...
Nikolai called that thing Mother. Why?
I believe I saw Jadwiga once after arriving in the...
When?
While unknowingly carrying the Sekvra book in my pocket, inside the Bible.
I'm sorry. There wasn't enough time. I was chased. I had to hide it from...
You have nothing to apologize for.
But I ruined your Bible.
Just mere pages full of words that mean nothing if you don't know how to use them. It was just a book.
We must leave. Now.
Remember the ill omen. Jadwiga wasn't destroyed. She's here, and our bloodline remains cursed if we...
Something far more terrifying dwells within this mountain.
Calm down. Everything is going to be all right. We'll make it. Father's sacrifice.
Don't do that.
I must find the body.
It is dangerous. and you don't know where to look.
I can't leave without trying. It won't take me long.
Benedict,
I must be losing my... Victoria!
see whom?
Father. He's laying on the altar.
Stay away from it. The altar is empty, and Father is dead.
The color of... I can't... Victoria is right. He's dead. But he looks so real. What am I seeing then? And why? Father?
You've left God! You're not my son anymore!
This isn't happening.
You and your sister. You are a sin. A disgrace to the family name.
You're not real.
What are you doing?
Kill your sister and yourself.
Stay away.
End the Dochnani's bloodline. Embrace.
You cannot be...
End the Dochnani's bloodline.
I have to let you go.
Kill your sister and yourself!
No. You must die, once and for all.
What did you do?
You were just a burden. I had to... This altar lid is so fragile. I managed to...
Get away from it. Please.
A body is hidden inside, and it looks ancient. Could this be Jadwiga? You knew what was there, right? Victoria!
After he brought me here and tore off my face, I was barely conscious. But I remember seeing Nikolai hiding a body in there. Just leave it there, please. You don't know how it will affect you.
No need to be worried about me. The body was wrapped in some sort of yellow cloth, probably as part of a Soboran ceremonial ritual a long time ago. I dread even thinking about unwrapping it, but this must be it. This must be Jadwiga's body. I should do what I was tasked to do. Reduce it to ashes. The urn is... I dare not to try this. I should contemplate more. I dare not to try this. The urn is full of strange-looking rocks that keep burning without being consumed. I struggle to find a I have no faith in the... Stabbing the body won't... But cutting a piece of its cloth to set it on fire... I have no faith in the outcome. All I need is to set it on fire and stab the evil thing with it. After centuries of agony and death, the Dohnani family sees freedom. This knife and fire end your existence, Jadwiga Mazrak.
Get us out of here!
It's over, sister. The witch can't hurt us anymore. Let's leave this accursed place.
Can you forgive me? About Mother.
I am so sorry for everything you've been through. It's my fault. I've been wrong and blind, Victoria. I should have been there for you. Forgive me.
Shh. The question our father always asked.
What is true faith?
Yes. Well, I think you finally know the answer.
Where am I? How have I ended up here? Victoria? Are you downstairs? The last thing I remember is being with her inside the mountain. But it feels so strange. When I think of what happened, I'm not sure it did at all. It feels like it was all just a bad dream. A gentle wind is caressing death. Can't. She's not in the house. Where should I look for her? I left the house and followed the trail downhill to the sun-bathed town. While searching for Victoria, I encountered many people who made me realize what happened wasn't a dream. And I think I encountered far more than I can recall now. So I'd better start using this wall before the rest of them vanish from my thoughts. I saw some kind of prophet on the main square. He was preaching about an impending doom to a group of hideous people without eyes and tongues. When he saw me passing by, he stopped and invited the group to greet me. He said something about a head and how he'll always be grateful to me. As I left him and his followers, he raised a sack containing an eye and said, "Beware, Nikolai is watching you." Suddenly, out of nowhere, a girl appeared in front of me and hugged me. Before moving away from me, she whispered that she heard what happened and said she was sorry. Then her father showed up and told her to go visit a grave. She thanked me for that, and then they both left. I thought I saw a patch of water in the distance, so I headed that way. I was right. It was a lake. An old man by the name of Arsen called me his friend. I was happy about that, even though I couldn't say what I did to deserve it. My inner voice told me someone was behind me, and so I turned around and saw a nun staring at me. She said she still hasn't given up hope of finding a boy named Antun, and even though she is grateful for what I did for the town, she will never forgive me for lying about him. I wish I knew what I did. The nun told me to follow her, and so I did, in silence. At the entrance of the church, a young priest greeted me. He had a proud stance and white, intimidating eyes. It was a strange situation, I had a feeling he was waiting for me. He confirmed my suspicion after locking me up in this underground chamber a few hours ago. Before leaving, he asked, "Have you noticed anything in particular on your way here?" Somehow, he knew. I really noticed something that stuck in my mind. A discrepancy between people's smiling faces and their sad eyes. He acknowledged by knocking twice on the door, and then said, "Their eyes reflect their tortured past, while their faces reflect their bright future. And they have a future. They are free because of you." I became a local saint, a kind of Ivan Kotar. I'm the hero of Sveti Kotar. But painful consequences always follow great achievements. I was told Victoria's body was already cold when they arrived to save us. This drawing is how I want to remember her. She was always calm and hopeful, full of life. It breaks my heart and drives me mad when wondering what happened to her soul after they threw the body into the passage. But I forgave them, like she forgave me. My soul is being eaten, and I'm losing control of my body. His whispers have become louder and tormenting. It's Nermin, the demon that possesses me. But I will not. I cannot fall. The people of this town will save me. I know they will, because I am their patron saint now.
Et encore un succès. Bon, bah, je pense que ça va être tout pour le moment. Je pense qu'il y a d'autres succès qui me manquent. Oh oui, oh là là. Ouais, je pense que tout dépend des choix. Il y a plein, en fait, il y a plein de succès encore à faire, mais bon, je vais m'arrêter sur ce jeu pour l'instant. On a une belle fin. Merci pour les follow, merci pour les gens qui aiment les jeux que je stream. J'ai ma chaîne, pardon, ma chaîne YouTube qui est maintenant dispo, Cougar Rex, où je pardon, où je télécharge les jeux en général. Voilà, si jamais vous avez besoin de les revoir une fois qu'ils disparaissent de Twitch. Merci de votre patience et puis à très bientôt.